Today we're going to be learning about finding side lengths using trig ratios, and our objectives is that we'll be able to use trig ratios to solve for side lengths in right triangles. So remember, SOHCAHTOA, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. So in order to solve for x when it's a side length, choose one acute angle. I would choose the one that you are given. If you're given both, then you can pick whichever one you want. Label your sides. So across from this is our opposite side. Across from the right angle is our hypotenuse, which leaves our third side to be our adjacent. We're looking for the hypotenuse, so we're definitely going to need to use a ratio that uses hypotenuse, and then we're given the adjacent. So those are the two sides we're going to focus on. Adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine, so we know that cosine of 78 degrees equals 4 over x. We're going to put cosine over 1, and then we're going to cross multiply. X times cosine of 78 would be x cosine of 78. 1 times 4 is 4. And then to get x by itself, we're going to divide by cosine of 78. These cancel out. X equals 4 divided by cosine of 78. We're going to plug into our calculator. To get the flat fraction like that, to make things easier, you can push alpha, y equals, enter. So we have 4 over cosine of 78. Close our parentheses. Real quick. Make sure your mode is in degree mode. And we get that x is 19.239. So let's look at another example. Again, we're going to use the angle we're given to label our sides. So this would be opposite. Across from the right angle is our hypotenuse, and this is our adjacent. So we're looking for opposite. We know adjacent. Which ratio uses O and A? That would be tangent. So tangent of 68 equals x over 12. This over 1 and cross multiply. 1 times x is x. 12 times tangent of 68 is 12 tangent of 68. And since x is by itself, we just go ahead and type that in our calculator. 12 tangent of 68. And we get that x equals 29.701. And a word problem. A 12-foot long bleacher stand has a base angle of 30 degrees. So let's say that these are our bleachers. So that's 24 feet. We're going to make a right triangle. We know the base angle is 30 degrees. How high above the ground is the last row of seating? So this right here. So let's label from 30 to there. That's our opposite. Across from the right angle is our hypotenuse. And the blank sides are adjacent. So we're looking for our opposite side, and we know our hypotenuse. O and H is our sine function. So sine of 30 equals x over 24. Put this over 1 and cross multiply. 1 times x is x. Sine 30 times 24 is 24 sine 30. Since x is by itself, we can just put that in our calculator. 24 sine of 30. And we get that x equals 12. And since we're dealing with our word problem, we want to use units, so it would be feet. That's all for today. Fill in your summary, and I'll see you in class.